Okay, lovely. Yeah, general collective reading. But where everybody at? Now I'm just gonna add this last. How is this gonna work? Yeah, and there we go. We're in business. Hey Ari, how you doing, beautiful? Look at you, right on time, popping in for the collective. But hello, ancestor, spirit guides, and angels. The same, the same. I was telling Carlo that it was a hectic day, but I'm feeling better now. How's the music? How's the balance? The music's not too loud, is it? I feel like it's too loud, so I'm gonna turn it down. And I think this is the one that's broken. One of these is broke. Hey, Priscilla. Hello, Cloudy Carson. No, this is the one that's broke. Here's what I'm gonna do. Well, I guess it don't matter which one is, but I just poured all the liquid in here. So I'm so sorry. We still making our way out of retrograde. Okay. Mercury is now direct, but you know it's gonna take about a week and a half for her to get back to where she was. What? Priscilla. Hello, ancestor, spirit guides, and angels. I'm getting ready to do a collective reading. I ask that you protect me, that you protect everybody that's here to get a reading. And take the baby where? And do what? Priscilla talking about her baby daddy almost kidnapped. Ghetto. And how did that even happen? From where? From like your house? Did he just try to take the baby up, pick the baby up, and leave? And was it just the baby? Because I know y'all got two kids together, so I'm confused. I'm so confusion. But hello, ancestor, spirit guides, and angels. I'm getting ready to do a collective reading. Oh. What kind of surgery? Are you okay? Was it like post like pregnancy surgery? I ask that you help me deliver messages, clarity, information, and guidance to anybody that's going to be watching this video or watching this live session tonight. If anybody's interested in catching this later, it will be on. Yeah, you told me that. I'm sorry, I forgot, but you did tell me you're getting your gallbladder removed. But yeah, if anybody's interested in watching this later, if you don't catch it all, this will be on YouTube. Yeah, yeah. But let's get into it. Yeah, hello, ancestor, spirit guides, and angels. I should just provide us with what it is. Let's tap into how the collective is doing, and then we'll get the collective some advice. I'm not sensing that there's too many groups here. I'm sensing that there's one or two groups that the collective would like me to talk to. If you are interested in that group, please drop an emoji for me. If you're here for the reading, double tap the screen, drop an emoji. Let me know how you feeling, because we're about to get started shortly. But I'm still confused as to where he was going to take the baby. Like, what was he going to do with the baby? Priscilla. Uh, and I'm so sorry, y'all. I be trying to be consistent. Like, I really do want to do these collective readings at 8 p.m. on Tuesday sharp. But I'm gonna get better. I promise I'm gonna get better. It just be taking a little bit, right? But yes, how is this collective doing? Thank you. What information? Hey KJ, thanks for hopping in. I've got a couple different live sessions going on, so let me know if you have any questions. That's it. No, because you haven't helped me. I'm about my newborn. I was on at 2 o'clock last night. But let's get started. What general messages do we have for the collective? What is it we would like the collective to know? Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, like, this low key feels so hopeless. It feels so hopeless. It feels so alone, right? We have the Sun card in reverse, the Three of Pentacles in reverse, and the Lovers in reverse. Like, collectively, like, I kind of get that, like, we're trying to keep trucking along. Everybody's doing the best that they can. We're like, damn, it would just be really nice if we had some help. It would be really nice if we had some assistance. You know what I mean? Lovers card in reverse. And then, like, this lovers card in reverse, usually when we see the lovers card in reverse, it's like there's a need to make a decision to be in alignment with the highest and greatest version of ourselves, right? But we have the hermit card after it, right? And this hermit card feels like we're doing it alone. Thank you, Shaterika. I appreciate it, my love. The hermit card feels like we're doing it alone. It feels like, we're trying our best. We're trying to live in accordance to the divine will. You know what I mean? We're trying to be mature. We're trying to give love and light. And it's like, damn, girl, it would be nice if somebody did this with me. You know what I mean? Six of Swords in reverse, Four of Pentacles. And it just feels like even when you continue to do this, excuse me, you don't get anything out of it. You ever hear those people that are like, and this is why I'm not nice, and this is why I'm not honest, and this is why I'm never the nice guy, because the nice guy always gets played, right? hmm These cards are telling me that, like, when we walk through life with that mindset, it keeps us from seeing all the blessings that we have, right? Let me know if this is resonating, y'all. When you walk through life with that mindset, it keeps you from, like, from witnessing. Let me show this card to y'all, right? We have the Eight of Swords, right? And these are all these ideas of what's working, what's not working. Why am I the only person? I'm sick and I'm tired of it, right? You know what I mean? And that blindfold is just telling me, girl, we're not the only one. We're not. But because our perception is kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? Eight of Wands, it's going to come in. Exactly, KJ. You can keep from getting hurt, but you miss out on a lot. No risk, no reward. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And the Page of Wands in reverse, the thing is, like, okay, with the Page of Wands in reverse, it feels like, that maturity, that divine alignment that we have, right? That divine alignment that we're used to, that integrity, that honesty, that truth, that bravery that we say we have, that we don't see anybody else in acting in that way. This Page of Wands is saying that, like, there's more that we could do with it. And then there's, like, again, now the energies are splitting off. So there's two groups, right? With one group of us, let's say that your thing is honesty. You're just really, really honest. And girl, you be writing that honesty all the way home. You will take honesty to the bank and try to cash a faulty check. right? But there are 7 virtues, you know what I mean? And you may be honest, but girl, you don't have no bravery. But here you go running around. I'm so honest. I'm so honest. I'm so honest. But what about that bravery though? What about patience? Yeah. What about fortitude? What about courage? You know what I mean? What about temperance? Yes, my loves. What about all the other virtues? And then the divine is saying that it's never going to be perfect. You know, we're never going to be in perfect alignment with all 7 virtues. You know what I mean? But just because we have one and we don't see other people enacting with the ones that we have, it doesn't mean that other people don't have other virtues that they're really good at. Yeah. What is it that this group needs to know? What is it that they need to hear? And what is it that you want us to focus on as we proceed? Yes, yes, I am doing a collective reading, Priscilla. Yeah. Look, look, balance and surrender to the process. Balance and surrender to the process. And oh, and this is like, this low key feels lovely. This is like such an interesting view on these cards, right? But first up, we have the Justice card and the Hangman. You know what I mean? This feels like this feels like balance. This feels like balance. You know what I mean? But the Justice card, it's about being logical and grounded and balanced, but also enacting with some type of sort of surrender, right? And then like there's it doesn't feel like we have anything to surrender, right? With this hangman. It doesn't feel like we have anything to surrender, right, my loves? But it feels like there's this zenness, there's this rest, there's this attitude, maybe even faith. Faith feels a lot better that everything is going to be all right if we just trust the process, right? And the other thing is that, like, we're so used to being the only person in the room doing XYZ. Hey, Ashlyn, how you doing, my love? We're so used to being the only person in the room doing XYZ or being the person in the room to identify that we're the only person doing XYZ, right? Thank y'all for double tapping the screen and liking the live session. Yes, I do, Angel. Angel, I'm currently doing a collective reading, so if you don't mind hanging out for a little bit, you know what I mean? I can definitely get to your question. If you want to book, if you want to send a donation to get your question answered and get it answered right away, you can do that as well. Oh, it's raining outside. But I can just get 1 or 2 cards for you if you want to do that as well. Yeah. But anyway, back to the collective reading. What was I saying? 4 swords in reverse, 10 of wands in reverse. Right? And okay, this is the thing I was saying earlier. Like, it feels so good to see these cards in reverse because it's like we're so used to being so strong. We're so used to being the only person. We're so used to carrying all the weight, to having all this strength. You know what I mean? And then being fed up when we don't see any help. And the Wheel of Fortune in reverse is just here to tell us that sometimes things are going to be difficult. It's okay for things to be difficult. You know what I mean? And whether you muster up the strength and the courage and the ability or the willpower to find the solution, or if you don't, it's all okay. It's all okay. You know what I mean? We're not going to be able to climb every mountain, right? We're not going to be able to climb every mountain. We're not going to be able to do everything that we think that we're going to be able to do. Hey, Britt, how you doing, love? Thanks for popping in. Again, if this message is resonating, double tap the screen or drop an emoji for me, right? And it's okay. It's okay to feel exhausted. It's okay to be like, I need some rest. It's okay to be like, this didn't work out. You know what I mean? There's another message on the other edge of this. Hey, Nora. Uh-huh. I was gonna be another mountain. Who that Miley Cyrus? I was gonna be to make a move. Like a hair in a biscuit. I'm hanging in there. I hear you. I was gonna be another mountain. Oh, Miley Cyrus. She's in her bag with that one. How are we gonna wrap up this message, Divine? Please and thank you. What is it that we want the collective to know? Please and thank you. If you haven't followed me already, please consider following me. You know what I mean? Or maybe liking and sharing the live session with a friend. I love getting these messages out to as many people as possible. Okay, that one was running all over the place. Okay, so they're saying, oh, this is like, what is this? This is so beautiful. This is so interesting. Okay. Um, Before we get here, so they're saying that like there's this pulling and there's tugging and this tug of war, especially as we begin to gear up to move into Gemini season. There's this tug of war of moving with integrity. There's this tug of war of I'm going to move with integrity. I'm going to do what's for the highest and greatest good of all people involved, and I'm going to do what I need. I'm going to do what's best for me. I'm just going to worry about myself. My tarot teacher, Jessica Wiggins, she was talking. What did she say? She said, "Root check for realness." You know what I mean? We all want to be elevated and heavenly guided and virtuous and all that good stuff. But the root chakra, I need my bills paid. I'm hungry. Rent is a whole bunch of money. Just give me a job, right? You know what I mean? This is what I want. This is what I need to survive. Your root chakra realness. Okay. Very much that, Ashlyn. Chiron is in Cancer for 3.5 weeks, so the major thing is going to be putting ourselves first, right? But that's the balance. That's a part of it, right? The chariot card here is to tell us, we got to move with balance. We have this black sphinx and a white sphinx here. Yeah. And that we've got to be pulled in between these two directions all the time, right? And that's a part of the journey. That's just what it is. There's the balance. We got to be selfish a little bit, and then we got to be, graceful and like considerate a little bit. And that's the part of life. There's never going to be a point in time where we're going to be completely able to just sit on one side of the spectrum and completely worry about ourselves or completely worry about, you know, the collective. That's self-sacrificial if you do that, and then you can be self-centered. And I do think that it's a good self-centered can be good in some ways, but you can also be too self-centered, right? And they're saying by going through this journey, by going through these hardships, by going through these challenges, that's how we're going to become the Queen of Wands. You know what I mean? Sociable. We'll have, and then there's something so much here. I don't know who in here wants like children, but there's something here about like just being this amazing storyteller. You know what I mean? And having all these beautiful stories to impart on the children around you and having all these wonderful memories and leaving a legacy behind that you're going to be able to share with other people, right? But if you never have any challenges, if you never have any difficulties, if you never have any mental struggles or mental lessons to learn or spiritual, trials and tribulations, right? What you gonna tell the people? That your life was easy the whole time? But nobody makes it out of here with an easy life. I'd hate to break it to you. I'd hate to break it to you. Yeah, y'all. What is this? We have the World card in reverse and the Eight of Swords in reverse. Oh, okay. So there's that. And then it's okay. So like we are blind to our own biases, right? Like we want everything to be easy, and then when things don't go our way, we think that we're doing something wrong or that we messed up, and that's not always it. We are blind to the amount of effort that we're putting in, and we're blind to the effort. Excuse me. And then they're also showing me like this quilt, or this piece of like woven or knitted fabric. You know what I mean? And they're saying we're blind to to the complete piece of artwork. Yeah, we're blind to not the ad in the back. Oh, but it's the Little Mermaid. Fair enough. Um, but what was I saying? You see them ads begin. But we're blind to the quilt, to the elaborate fabric, to the ornate fabric that we're weaving that is going to be called our life. Right? When you're stitching, it's just one stitch at a time. And we're caught in the throes of a particular knot or a particular stitch or a particular issue. Right? Thank y'all for liking the live. I appreciate it. We're stuck right there at that point. But but oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. It's a little morbid, but when we step back and maybe when we transition to the other side, and maybe when we pass away, you know what I mean? What we'll have is just a world of experiences, a life that we valued and so many treasured memories. Yes, my love. This is getting big. And then also they're saying also there are going to be spiritual lessons that we're going to be able to carry with us into our future lifetime. Yeah, it's only up from here, babes. It's only up from here. Yeah, but all right. I'm gonna get the oracle card. Yeah, and I'm getting. I don't need to do anything else. So I guess we just had one collective group today. I'm gonna get us all an oracle card, and then if anybody would like a mini reading, Ashlyn, again, if you subscribe on TikTok, I'm going to start my Patreon up soon. If you subscribe on TikTok, it's just $6 a month. You get a free mini reading once a week. If you subscribe to my Patreon, it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be $6. I think I might make it $6 or $7. You know what I mean? And then you get a free mini reading once a week. Absolutely. So let me just see. So we have Ashlyn, and then we have Priscilla. Priscilla for a complex reading. If anybody else would like, a complex reading, please send 15 over to the Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App, or you can donate whatever you can, and I'll give you as much as I can. And then once I've gone through all the readings, I'll start answering the free questions if you would like me to. But let's get an oracle card for the collective to wrap up this collective reading. Okay. Okay. So we got two, but I'm getting that I just need to read one. But we have Rise. I know what Rise is. Rise is about, so this is, those of us who are feeling defeated, who are feeling low, who are feeling down. This is rising like the phoenix. The bird. Yeah, it's rising like the phoenix. It's coming up. But we have Creator Earth, and I don't think I've ever seen this one before. I really wish that there was a platform where I could just like live stream on all three of these because I got two TikToks going on over here, and I also got YouTube. But again, drop your favorite emoji as I read our oracle card. Creator Earth. Earth energy is grounded and rooted, and it is connected to our safety and our stability. What was I talking about earlier? It is the realm of our finances and generosity, and it is the realm of family and connection. It is the material essence of the world. Comfort and nourishment are this element's gifts. How safe do you feel in your material world? What could you do to feel more nourished by it? Do you have the possessions you need to survive? Does your safety net include a network of people whom you love? How grounded are you in the day to day? Earth energy gives us the security of peaceful surroundings, the vitality and strength found in nutritious meals, and the cheerful laughter found in community. Are you tapping into all of its power? Exactly, root chakra. I was just talking about the root chakra. Try earthing. Go outside on the grass, barefoot, and ground yourself to the earth. This works just like grounding a wire would work. When your skin touches the earth, you will be grounded. If you hook yourself up to an electronic device to test yourself, it would agree. This physical grounding to the earth can dissipate energy blocks. It can calm the emotions and the nervous system. It can bring balance. Good earthing, go earthing, I'm sorry, go earthing and call in the element of earth to bring you a stronger foundation of safety, wealth, nourishment, and happiness. Find yourself in nature. Spend time doing meditative walks in nature. Forest bathing is a thing. And then right in the dirt. Get your hands into the earth or grab a mud mask and start slathering it all over your body and then write your wishes in the mud. You could even write your intentions down and then bury them beneath a growing plant. Enjoy the feeling of the earth in your hands as you play and ask the element to gift you a message or to vibrate the healing energies of the earth into your body and into your life. Getting closer to the mud will help you bring this earth energy to life for you. Yes? Okay. I'm also gonna go back to Rise. They want me to read just the essential messages. So essential meanings: being ready to rise, rebirth, second chances, redos, new opportunities, stepping up to your potential, and announcements. Excuse me. And then the self-care message. Yes, hug a tree. I hope I got some tree huggers in here. The self-care message. Endings. The need for acceptance of defeat before the rebirth, knowing when it's time to stop, a time to implement changes before you can rise again. Yes, my love. All right, so that's all I have for the collective. Again, I appreciate everybody for hanging out with me. If this message touched you, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you're on TikTok, if you actually like subscribe, you know what I mean? I think I gotta set it up on this one. But if you actually subscribe, it's just $6 a month, and then you get one free mini reading every week. If you're on YouTube, go subscribe to my Patreon. You know what I mean? It'll be the same thing, and then you also get that free mini reading once a week as well. I'm gonna implement Google Forms to get that going and rolling. But yeah, that's it. Please thank your ancestors, spirit guides, and angels for allowing me to deliver these messages to y'all. And the Most High, as always. Um, and last but not least, somebody needs to get a labradorite crystal. The divine just told me somebody needs to get a labradorite crystal. Sorry. Get a labradorite crystal. Oh, thank you for the gifts, my love. I appreciate it. Labradorite crystal. This is really good for energy transmutation. Yeah, and if you need like energy transmutation working or like a spiritual bath, please contact me. I have those for you. Yes. Now, mini readings. Ari Ashland. What can I do for you, my love? Angel, are you still in here? Angel, did you want to get a reading or did you just want me to pull a card or two for you? What's it for? What do you mean? The mini readings? Okay. Gotcha. Will do, Angel. I'm gonna finish up these mini readings and then I'll pull a card or two for you, and then I have a complex reading after that. Like I had a lucid dream, but also sleep paralysis, and I felt like I was in a 4D realm. All right. Hello, ancestors, spirit guides, and angels. Again, I thank you for assisting me with that collective reading, but we're now going to tap into Ashley's energy. Hello, Ashley, guys. Ashley would like to know. Ashley would like to know No worries. No worries, Brit Bit. Oh, labradorite. 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 What's happening in the Ashley energy? And Ashley would like to know, what was that dream about? She had a vivid dream. Any information we have for Ashley in her dream? I'm here to deliver. And that's the thing. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me and double tapping the screen. You know what I mean? If you don't mind waiting, I can pull a card for you if you have a simple question. What was Ashley's dream about? It was about your finances, Ashlyn. Everything down here is about finances. Something about your money. There's something down here. Yeah, yeah, it did in reverse. It's just like if I like broad stroke, Ashlyn, it just feels like you're like chasing something. I don't know if you're like chasing money. Again, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this is the man you dating, but it feels like you're rushing after something, and it's like the perceived quality. It could be money because there's just so many pinnacles here, right? Like half of this reading is the pinnacle. But it's like there's something you're chasing and you're rushing off to because it's supposed to be valuable and high quality. You know what I mean? But if you can rush and chase after something and obtain it, that kind of like sullies the value, right? If you can get something like easy come, easy go, right? Whether this is a relationship, whether this is a career, whether it's money, whether it's finances. You know what I mean? And it's not that you have to like work yourself to the bone, but they're saying focus. Like focused and diligent and slow and steady wins the race. Right? Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. And right, like Five of Pentacles, Devil card in reverse. What was the dream about? Again, and like, girl, I'm just getting patience. I'm just getting patience, my love. Oh, gotcha. Mm-mm-mm. Let me see if I can get you some clarifiers. Right? This could be your man. Are you and that man still moving quickly? Can we clarify what it is we would like Ashlyn to know, please and thank you? Bro, we're getting the same cards, right? Not all the same cards, but three of the same cards popped up. Ten of Pentacles, Six of Swords in reverse, Ten of Wands in reverse. No, 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 no. Patience. Patience is the word. Patience, 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 patience. That's it. That's all. And they might not even want to talk about the dream, if we being honest. I know I asked about the dream, but sometimes your guides, you know how they do you, girl. They be like, this is what we talking about today. You see, and that's it. And that's it. And that's what I was gonna say. Because like these two are standing out. It's the whole marriage thing. And we got the Six of Swords in reverse and the Ten of Wands in reverse. It's too much. It's too much. You don't want to move there too soon. Right? Hierophant, Four of Cups in reverse. You know what I mean? And then there's something about discipline and taking your time. What is it? Like, do you fast? When was the yeah, you fast. I know you fast. But there's just something about like yes, this is what you want, but and take this with a grain of salt. Yes, this is what you want, but they're kind of saying that like because I don't want to say it's not what you deserve. That's not the clear language. Because the Four of Cups in reverse, it feels like you want to be his wife. You know what I mean? You want to get married to him because you feel like it's going to solve a problem, right? Not because y'all have an intimate understanding or y'all have the same like future plans for each other. It's like it feels good. Like it feels good right now, but like feelings come and go. Feelings are temporary. And if you would just give it some more time, you know what I mean? And it's not to say that you're never going to get married, but they just want you to change your perception because your perception is going to create the seed for the relationship. You know what I mean? And if you're using the relationship to feel better about your life or to not be irritated or to not be bored or to fill some other type of void, you know what I mean? When the relationship doesn't fulfill that anymore, you're going to be back in the same situation, right? Again, it's not that you cannot have the relationship, it's just going to take more. Ashlyn, I don't know what you be doing. I don't know what you be talking about. Because, like, because you said independence. I didn't say nothing about independence. Now, double check with your guides, you know what I mean? But the Eight of Pentacles, it's about slow and steady work. Monotonous, slow, and steady work. It's just on and on and on. I know that you want me focused on me making myself happy so him and I can meet in the middle. Hmm. I'm sorry, y'all. I did not mean to do that. That's just that's just not what this reading. That's just not the energy of this reading. Like if I could give a reading for this word, is patience and diligent work. It's even low key like a combination. It's not just independence and focusing on you so you can come back to the relationship. No, it's take your time. Take your time as you build with him. Take your time as you learn more about yourself. Take your time in life. Yeah, because they're saying there is weird, girl. They're showing me like a fruit by the foot. Well, I don't know why they're showing me a fruit by the foot, and then like it just has to have time to unravel. You know what I mean? But like you kind of want to live. you kind of it feels like you kind of want to live in the moment where the fruit by the foot is already unraveled, but you can't do that. You can't skip the steps. You got to see how it unravels and then make a decision once it's been unraveled. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes, Ashlyn. No. That's all I have for you, Ashlyn. You know what I mean? Ashlyn, please thank your ancestors, spirit guides, and angels. Ashlyn, like no tea, no shade, but girl, you can make this stuff up. Okay, because girl, I said patience. And she said, is it gonna be bad? Nobody said that. Who said that? Who said that? I know, I know. Okay. Okay. Ari, would you like a reading, my love? Uh, who said that? Okay. All right. Right, girl. Ari, what's your question? I really appreciate KJ. Are you still in here? Angel, I really appreciate you kicking it with us tonight. I hope you're enjoying the reading. I hope you're enjoying the vibes. This is looking kind of empty. I don't think the girls are really going off in this one in life for certain characteristics. Okay. Hello, ancestors, spirit guides, and angels. We're tapping into Ari's energy. And Ari, thank you for delivering those messages over to Ashlyn. But we're going to tap into Ari's energy. And Ari would just like to know what can she be better at? What is it that Ari could be better at? Girl, I just heard, they said hope. They said hope. The word hope. Girl, you really taking this course change hard. What else do we have? What areas may this apply to? Mhm. Do you journal? Are you journaling? I know you're pretty good at journaling. This is the areas, but things that you can improve on. You have the sun card in reverse. It just like, and it just feels like finding hope and joy, right? Sun card in reverse, 5 of Cups. And I usually don't tell people this, right? When it comes to the 5 of Cups, I usually don't tell people this that they when we see the 5 of Cups, you still got 2 cups behind you and stop focusing on the cups that knocked over. I do believe that grieving is important, but I feel like they want you to split your energy. You know what I mean? They don't want you lamenting over the things that aren't going well too much. Do you have vision boards? Do you vision board? I'm getting that like visual reminders would be good. Like the 7 of Cups feels very visual. Or like flipping through magazines or like changing the background on your phone. Or maybe even just like monitoring the type of content you consume, right? Like changing your algorithm and the type of accounts that you like and follow so that you're always seeing like positive and motivating and uplifting content, right? Because I'm getting that it's hard for you, and it's not bad, right? It's like it's twofold. Because the thing is, like, we can't be too focused on the future, and we can't be too focused on the past. You know what I mean? If we focus on the past, it creates regret. If we focus on the future, it creates anxiety. But this Nine of Wands feels like that there's this just like bracket of your reality, of your present moment, and you can't see past it. And the thing about it is like, and the truth of the matter is, we don't know what the future is going to be like, but they want you to have a vision of the future in your mind's eye. And the other thing is like, you are not your circumstances, is the other thing they want me to tell you. You are not your present circumstances. Your present circumstances are not the totality of who you are. Your present circumstances are not all that you're ever going to do. You know what I mean? There's so much that's going to come in. There's so much that's going to come and go. There's so much that's going to occur. You know what I mean? There's just so much beauty to life, and like I get, you know, it's like, and they keep like, again, I don't know what kind of foods you're eating, but like you need to like maybe do like a third eye meditation or like rub on your third eye, maybe take some Sheba tea, get some more like sunlight because it's just like, oh my gosh, girl, it's just like the vision of your future is connected to your third eye, but your third eye is like again, it feels like clouded. Yes, you are not your present circumstances. What was it? I had to grow. I almost broke down crying earlier today, and I had to remind myself that this is not going to kill me. I'm sorry. This is not going to K-word me. This is not going to unalive me. The situation was not going to unalive me, and that's the thing. Somebody had told me like a couple weeks ago, or maybe it was last month even, that like the beautiful thing about life is that like we're going to go through so much, and then like we might go through like so many hardships. You know what I mean? But none of them are going to unalive us. None of them are going to unalive us. You know what I mean? That everything that you're presently going through, you're going to survive. Good. Good, Ari. Good. Yeah. But again, like, I don't know. More fruits, more veggies, more water. Maybe look into Shilajit. I like Shilajit. It's good stuff, but girl, like, it's just like, or maybe even like finding which crystal you can like meditate on your third eye, girl. 'Cause yeah. And they're just trying to work with you. You know what I mean? It feels a little stuck. Now, the areas of your life, I'm hearing judgment. Did that reading resonate with you earlier? 'Cause we have judgment in reverse, and the word that's sticking out is judgment. It feels like you're judging yourself, and you got to stop doing that. It's like you're judging yourself for like past mistakes, or maybe not making the right decision, or for things that aren't working. And it feels like you're not giving yourself credit for the things that you did accomplish. You have accomplished a lot. You've accomplished a lot, a lot. Girl, you accomplished more than anybody in your hometown. Yes or no? Yes or no? And again, there's balance to that. You know what I mean? I think that we should all be open to, critiquing ourselves and finding in which areas that we can grow. You know what I mean? But the thing, and this girl, you don't give yourself no credit. You don't give yourself no credit for how diligent you are, how consistent you are, how hardworking you are, how you keep going, how you keep going, how you keep going, how you keep going. Right, my love? Knight of Pentacles in reverse. But you are the Knight of Pentacles upright. You know what I mean? But you treat yourself like you a lazy bum. Like you don't work, like you don't make no money, like you ain't got no goals, like you ain't got no aspirations. That's not you, girl. Be for real. At the core of this is your self value. And what is this? This this may be connected to just like this may be connected to your mother and how your mother spoke to you or how your family spoke to you. If they like never gave you your flowers, and I know we've been here before, like never showed you like appreciation or like congratulated you or said they were proud of you, you know, you just got to start doing that for yourself. Right, my love? I love you, Ari. Mm, please thank our ancestors, spirit guides, and angels for allowing me to deliver these messages to you. And until next time, this is back so much. Yes, of course. Anytime, beautiful. Okay, now up next we have an in-depth reading for Priscilla, and then we have Angel, and then I think I might wrap up for the night. We'll see. Usually I stay on for about 90 minutes. I'll probably be around like an hour and 15 minutes once I get over to Angel. Priscilla, let me know what your question is, beautiful. Or grandpa. Anyway, let's see. Hello, ancestors, spirit guides, and angels. Good night, beautiful. I'm glad I was able to help, my love. Get some rest. Hello, ancestors, spirit guides, and angels. We're going to tap into Priscilla's energy now. Priscilla wants to know if there are any messages from her ancestors or her grandpadre. Any information or insight we have for Priscilla, I'm here to deliver, please and thank you. What messages? I love Priscilla's ancestors. Aw, they're so nice. They're so warm. They just feel like a hug. They just feel like a warm hug. Well, what information or insights do you have for Priscilla and her ancestors? What messages can we deliver to her? Please and thank you. I don't say that these came out a little cute. Mm. There's something about ease coming through. This devil card feels a little tricky. I'm not 100% sure if it's yours, but it feels like it definitely can be. Oh, that's it. Okay. And I know you're not doing this anymore. Okay. Okay. So this is so interesting. So, because I know we've had a number of conversations about like changing the people that you spend your time around and finding, like maybe finding some spiritual duties or, maybe finding like a mommy yoga group or like a mommy group or something like that, right? Um, but kind of what's coming through is that like, because I get the sense that you have separated yourself from like toxic people and toxic environments, right? I'm definitely getting that you've definitely done that, but you have the Page of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. And they say sometimes you like teeter totter on the line, right? With this justice card. Like it can go either way. And let me show it to you, right? Devil card and then the three of pentacles, right? Where like the people that you surround yourself with or you used to surround yourself with used to be a little toxic. But on both sides of this, you have the Page of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. And this just feels like, and again, sometimes you do it and sometimes you don't do it. But it's like the way that you try to connect or the way that you try to reach out or the way that you try to establish new connections and relationships, it's the way that you used to do it around these people, right? But in order to attract something else, in order to attract something better, you know what I mean? That doesn't feel crazy, that doesn't feel like drama, that doesn't feel like competition, that doesn't feel like toxicity. You know what I mean? You've got to change the way that you express yourself. You got to change the way that you do things, and you got to change the way that you ask for things, right? And again, they say that like I feel like you do better. You know what I mean? More often than not, you've actually changed the way that you reach out to people and you speak out to them. But there's some times where, girl, you slip back in and it's like you low key can't even control it. Is this making sense? And then the times when you're slipping back into this old way of functioning, this old way of programming. Hey, Rich, how you doing? Um, it's when you're dissatisfied. You know what I mean? Right? And like, girl, when you be crabby, no tea, no shade. I know how cancers do. When you be crabby, you know what I mean? A little. Do you want to go out? Yes or no? Not saying that's what you're saying, but that's what it is. And again, they're saying that that energy comes from a place of you worrying about. They're saying it's coming from a place of you worrying about on if you're ever going to make it to your happily ever after. Right. Again, I'm not sure if that reading resonated at all, but it's coming. Your happily ever after is going to happen. It just takes time. Because how do I explain this, right? Because like y'all know, I've been on a sobriety journey for it's over a year now, at least a year and a half, right? I think I'm coming up on 18 months, right? But like, I've just now gotten to a place. I've just now gotten to a place, you know what I mean, where I don't have to fight with myself. You know what I mean? Because like a good part of the time, it was like, girl, I didn't even have the self control. What? Because they want me to break it down to you. Because there was a stage where like, the herb was making me sick. The herb was making me uncomfortable, but I was still smoking. After a while, I was like, I'm tired of feeling like this. So like, I would stop smoking it. Then I would do a little less herb. I wouldn't do as much as I usually did. And then that still worked, but I was weaning myself off. And then I said I couldn't buy anymore. And then once I couldn't buy it anymore, you know what I mean? Then I was still, maybe doing it with like friends or so in social situations. Because again, still at that point, well, if you got it around, I didn't buy it. It's just months. It's not gonna hurt nobody, right? And then I got to this place where like even if my friends and stuff are doing it, I'm not gonna do it. But I still want to, but now I'm not gonna do it, right? Then after that, sometimes I would still sneak around and do it alone. You know what I mean? Because I was like, if I don't do it around other people, it makes it easier if I do it alone. But I've just now gotten to a place where, like, I feel like I have a clean slate, and you know what I mean. I can adopt a new habit because, like, mentally, I have the self control and I have the mental capacity. But now I just recently feel like the what is it? The energetic space has been cleared. You know what I mean? The energetic space has been cleared, and I don't identify with that part of myself anymore, right? And then just want you to know that they acknowledge that you're not holding on to that part of yourself anymore. You know what I mean? But the process of letting go takes time. Four swords in reverse. But they just don't want you to feel like it's never gonna come. Because it is. It's gonna take a while. It just may not be here right now. Yeah. They watch you and they're like so proud of you, Priscilla. Because they see you. I think they like me too. But they said they see you doing the work. They see that you take the things that I'm saying and you're applying them to the best of your ability. And although you may not be perfect, because none of us are perfect, you know what I mean? But you want to improve your life. And then the fact that you're doing that when you don't have a lot of role models that do that around you is admirable. Yes, my love. Can we get an action plan for Priscilla? Where is it? This card flipped over. We got the Eight of Wands, Three of Cups. You might have some new friends coming in. You might have some like new friends and new connections or new relationships coming in rather quickly. Take that with a grain of salt. Hmm. You definitely can, but you've gotta stop telling yourself that that you don't want to go out, or that you're too exhausted to go out, or that you're too tired to go out. Because I don't know. Take it with a grain of salt. I know you just had surgery. I know you just had surgery. So again, take all this with a grain of salt. But it's like, because like this is an issue I have. Because they're not even saying it's not that you don't want to go out, it's that you be moody and you can convince yourself not to go out. And then you want new emotional, yeah, you want new emotional connections and you want new emotional experiences, but you get a little bit moody and then like, and then you start finding all the reasons, but then I got these kids and then I gotta put them in the car seat and then we gotta go and da 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 da, right? Where the thing is, if you work through that moodiness, and I get it, because I'm the same way. I can like talk myself out of doing anything. But the second you make it to the event, you're fine. You know what I mean? You just got to make it through the moodiness. And then, like, once you're there, you're fine. You enjoy yourself. You're calling in new connections, new friends, and whatnot. It's just that you got to push through. But, well, you know what I mean? And it's through that. That's the new habit that they want you to build. They want you to build a new habit of like just building some discipline of being able to work through your moodiness, or at least seeing your happily ever after and acknowledging the work that it takes to get there. I was just looking at it. What happened to it? I was just looking at the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, my love? Yeah. Do you think, Casey, I'll be here? Let me get you an oracle card. And then I'll send you on your way. They want me to use this deck. Can we get an oracle card for Priscilla, please, and thank you? Oracle card for Priscilla, please, and thank you. You have waning moon. What do you need to release? And I think that's kind of where we are in the moon cycle. What we have a new moon in Taurus on the 19th, I believe. I could be wrong. But you have waning moon. Oh, they're 15. They're 15, precious. And that's the thing. Send if all you have is 5, that's okay. But if you send 15, you get 16 cards. 8 cards are like information, 8 cards are action plan, and then you also get an oracle card. If you just send 5, you just get like a mini reading. And you just get a little bit of information. But Priscilla, what do you need to release? The waning moon points to what's falling away. Life goes in cycles, and sometimes we need downtime in order to let go. No matter when in the moon cycle you pull this card, it's a sign that a situation has peaked, for better or for worse. And it's time for you to go easier. It's the autumn and winter of the cycle. So, what is it that you need to release? Almost certainly something from the situation you're asking about. This card can be very positive, but it can still be gently suggesting that you let something go and stop trying to be so hard. Attuned to the moon. It is safe to let go and to move on. Additional meanings for this card. Move forward with as little resistance as possible. This is not the time to start new projects. Releasing emotional baggage is recommended now. Say sorry to someone. Do energetic work such as meditation or yoga. Soon you will see what lies ahead. And then the teaching. At the time of the waning cycle, take a moment to look up in the skies every night, and you will see the moon growing smaller and smaller as she moves from full to new again. It's the time when things are falling away. It's certainly not the time to cling to anyone or to anything. Drawing this card suggests your situation is in its autumn and winter phase. So hunker down and start the regeneration process. Yes, my love? Alrighty. All I have for you, Priscilla, that's completely okay, Casey. It's Casey, right? Casey like a case, not like Cassie, like a caste system. But Priscilla, please thank our ancestors, spirit guides, and angels. I love you, friend. And until next time, this is XOMO. We're gonna move on over to Angel. Angel, I appreciate your patience. Angel, you still in here? You in here? Who else is in here? Okay, Casey. Thank you. Thank you, Casey. Let me see. I'm gonna close this one out because ain't nobody been in this room in a minute. Okay, I'm gonna get you some information. I want to know if someone is going to come back into my life in a positive way. Yes, I can answer a question like that. Do you know the name of the person? Can you give me their name or their initials? Yes, yes, I will be live tomorrow, Priscilla. I'll see you then, my love. Oh yeah. Oh, collective tarot. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much, my love. I feel like I know her. Yeah, yeah. She's definitely familiar. She's familiar in the face. Thank you, Casey. Omen, Rye, Rye. I'm confused. Rye or Omen? Hello, ancestors, spirit guides, and angels. Thank you for delivering those messages over to Priscilla. We're not going to tap into angels' energy. Because you've been so patient, you've been so helpful, I'm going to do a little extra for you. I'd like to know, Rye. Okay, thank you. Oh, she gave me the government. I didn't need the whole government. But having the first and last name definitely helps. Hello, ancestors, spirit guides, and angels. So, yeah, we have angels here. And Angel would like to know is Rod going to come back and say, hello, Angels guys, my name is Mo. Nice to meet you. I'm here to align Angel with joy and healing in the most authentic version of themselves. Angel would like to know, yeah, is Rod going to come back into Angel's life? And if so, in what capacity? Is Rod going to come back into Angel's life? And what capacity? I don't think so. It doesn't seem like it. It does not seem like it. Let me show you. I'm gonna show you why. Okay. 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 So I don't know what your connection with Rye is. Love you too, Priscilla. Have a good night, my love. You have the Four of Wands in reverse. So I don't know who is this? Is this like a family member? somebody you lived with, a really close friend, somebody that you have a lot of memories with. Four of Wands, like it gives us like a very like close, like home, like safety type of feeling. But it's in reverse with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And to your initial question, are they going to come back? It seems like a no. It seems very unlikely. Now, is it possible? Yes, it is possible. But with the Strength card and the Ten of Wands, it's going to take a lot of effort. It's going to take a lot of effort because, and I'm getting on Rise end, right? Because kind of what I get is going on is that like Nine of Pentacles, Rise has to do a lot of work. I don't know what kind of work this is, but we were dating. It was new, but they remind me of someone who I've been friends with in the past. Okay. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Um, but the Nine of Pentacles, he's like diligent and he works hard, right? And again, I'm just not sure like what your connection with him is or like what Rye is going through. But with the Nine of Wands and the Sun card in reverse, I don't know if Rye is acting like everything is okay when it's not okay, or if like Rye is like dissatisfied with his current life circumstances. But it seems like he's kind of putting like blinders on to the reality of his situation. And he can definitely come back, but he has to open himself up to like what is it what is it that he really wants? What is it that he really wants out of life? Right? What is it that he really wants out of life? And like because right now with the Ace of Wands in reverse, this is the last card, but it feels like he may be chasing some things. And he's like, this is all I want, this is great, but it just might be like surface level. Like this is just an example, but like maybe he plays a lot of video games, or maybe he plays a lot of sports, or maybe he parties a lot, or maybe he hangs out with his friends all the time. But whatever it is, it does bring him a lot of joy and fire and passion and excitement, but it's not a full-fledged life. You know what I mean? And until he realizes, what a full-fledged life looks like, and then the emotional maturity that comes along with it. And again, I'm not sure what this like connection is like, but that's what the cards are saying. He's not gonna come back into your life. Six of Cups in the bottom, and yeah, it's not likely, babes. He's not like a person of the past. Yeah, but all right. I hope that helps, Angel. Angel, please thank our ancestors, spirit guides, and angels. And until next time, this is XOMO. We're going to move on to Casey. Casey, what can I do for you? Casey, what kind of reading were you looking for? You're welcome, Angel. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. And then after Casey, we have Precious. What kind of reading would you like, Casey? Hello, ancestors, spirit guides, and angels. We're now going to tap into Casey's energy. Hello, Casey's guides. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Now, I don't identify as a fortune teller. I'm more of an energy interpreter. But I'll get you some information on how to get there and what you need to be aware of. Yeah. We have Casey here. Hello, Casey's guys. Y'all know I'm here to align her with healing joy and the most authentic version of herself. Yeah. Casey wants to know about her future. Casey wants to know about her future. Is Casey going to have a family? Is Casey going to have a family and stuff? What do we want her to have? Casey, okay. Yes. Yes, you are going to have a family and all the stuff that you're looking for. But you do have to step outside of your comfort zone in two ways, right? Yeah, all these things are definitely going to happen. I don't know what you mean by in stuff, but they're saying that the stuff is going to happen. But you have the King of Wands, the Tower card, the Three of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles all in reverse. These cards are just telling me that the people that are around you, that either you don't have like people around you, either you don't have people around you that are supportive, or either you don't have people around you that are interested in helping you manifest the same things that you're interested in manifesting, right? Be this a career, be this a house, be this a home, be this financial literacy, or be this a family, be this like emotional maturity, emotional wellness, fun vacation type of thing. I hear you. I hear you. I hear that's the thing. I wish you would have been able to hear the collective reading earlier. Go and follow me on YouTube. You'll be able to watch it. But King of Wands in reverse, Tower card in reverse. Right, my love? This King of Wands and the Tower card in reverse. And that's the thing. That's what it is. And you already told me. You already told me. Thank you for clarifying it. You told on yourself. Right? The King of Wands in reverse, the King of Wands upright, he's very brave, he's very brash, he's very confident. He has a thirst for life. He inspires other people to have a thirst and an exploration. He's kind of like the original, expeditionist. Card in reverse, he's like, he don't do nothing. He's nervous, he's scared, he's anxious, and he finds all these different reasons not to go out and to experience life. And Tower card in reverse. The thing about this Tower card in reverse, you're expecting the worst to happen and you're keeping it from allowing you to explore, right? From helping you find those new people, from going to those new events, finding those new classes, right? You're never gonna like it's like there's a need, there's a need to find the people. Like this isn't necessarily true for everybody, but I'm getting that it's especially true for you that your key to success is surrounding yourself with like-minded people, right? Now, in all things, like this really is all things. Nine of Pentacles, you got to go slow and steady wins the race. Nine of Pentacles, because you want high quality things. You just don't want a house. You just don't want a little condo. You just don't want a husband. You want a soulmate. You want the love of your life. You want a beautiful house with a renovated kitchen and a big backyard and a pool, towel in the garage, a big tree in the front yard, right? You have big dreams and aspirations. And these aren't bad things, right? But also have the Emperor. And I think that this is going to be your love, like your mate, but also a little bit of the Emperor understands an Aries energy. Okay. Yes. Very much like that. Come on, Carrie Bradshaw. Okay, material girl, right? You want it all and you want it at the highest quality, but it costs. Success costs. You know what I mean? So you're gonna have to cut out certain habits. You're gonna have to cut out certain people. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to stick your neck out there again, like this was coming from the reading earlier. No risk, no reward. You know what I mean? No pressure, no diamond, right? And then your dream husband is gonna understand that, but you need to embody a little bit of that right now, just so you can begin to put yourself in the rooms, in the areas, in the spaces, in the conversation where like your dream husband is gonna be there, or your dream partner, right? Because right now with the Six of Wands in reverse, feels it feels like that you think like the success is insurmountable. You know what I mean? That you can't see a pathway to get there. You have to believe that the pathway is there. People say seeing is believing, but believing is seeing. Once you believe it's possible, your subconscious will begin to help you see the solutions and the pathways and the routes that you can take to your happily ever after, right? This is two things. And then also when it comes to your dream husband, like you are a queen of cups. You're very loving. You're very nurturing. I like, girl. Yes, I do the cooking. Yes, I do the cleaning. I would also love a maid. You know what I mean? Yes, I also want the children, but they kind of need to understand your emotional strength, right? And when I say emotional strength, I'm talking about, you know, your ability to take care and nurture yourself via the household, via domestic things, like spiritual baths and creativity and like I don't know, like journaling or writing and getting your emotions out, right? Like there's this creative process that's going to be very helpful for you in expressing this feminine side of you and the way that you take care of yourself. I don't know if you like plants or anything like that. They say that you may have like a green thumb, and the way that you take care and nurture plants is going to keep you grounded and connected to Earth. And then that in turn is going to help you embody some of those other energies that you need, to go out there and to get what it is you want. But they're saying it's coming. Like at the bottom of the deck, you have nothing but goodness, right? Three of Wands. This is somebody waiting for their dreams, their manifestations, and their goals to come in. Underneath that, you have Ace of Cups. This is new emotional abundance, new emotional opportunities, um, emotional refreshment, if you will. And underneath that, King of Swords. Like there's going to be a need to find information, have conversations, and be decisive about what it is that you're doing. You know, your guys are very concise. Okay, because usually that's separate, right? You're right, because we did discuss it. Usually we discuss it and then I get an action plan, but they were also giving an action plan. They're like, we're gonna lay it on her right now. What else do we want her to know? Can we give her an action plan, things that she should focus on right now? Anything else we'd like to put on the patient's radar? So what are your passions? I'm getting that you need some new ones. Have the Ace of Wands in reverse, the Two of Swords, and then the Five of Swords. I'm sorry, the Two of Wands. And then the Two of Wands is just about evaluating this is what I've done before, and this is what I want to do in the future. Right? Again, it's very much giving like get out of your comfort zone. Like enough is enough. Like I don't know if this is you, but girl, you've had enough of sitting in the house and binge watching TV shows. Go binge watch a TV show, at a bar. I'm not getting that you're a bar type girl, but go binge watch a TV show, at a sip and paint, or like a or open poetry night, or like at a knitting or sewing club, or like a cooking class. You know what I'm saying? And again, your current passions and hobbies, it's not that they're bad, but again, that like if you're gonna keep those around, they want you to carry them into the outside world. Because there's this current yeah. And that's what I really do. Again, this is why I say I don't identify as a fortune teller. I'm an energy interpreter. Like I just help you work through your energy that you may not have the tools, the resources, or even the words to express and clarify. And then once we speak them, you know what I mean? Once we understand them, that kind of helps us like release them into the ethers. And then, we can just invite some new energy in. You know, my love? But Five of Swords, Eight of Pentacles. Like it kind of feels it feels like you tell yourself that moving on from what you know is gonna be hard and it's gonna be difficult, but it's just a limiting self-belief. Right? And again, what is it? This is something I told myself, I don't know if you fast, but I did a fast for the first time this year in February. And what did I say? One of my journaling, or one of the things I wrote down in my journal, it was like, it's not hard and it's not difficult. It just takes more patience, more focus, and more time than you're willing to give up right now. Right? Because that's the thing. And this may not be for everything, right? But the reason I wrote that is because I would tell myself, this is so hard, this is so hard, this is so hard, but it wasn't hard and it wasn't difficult. I'm not working for NASA. I'm not doing I'm not doing brain science. I'm not doing brain surgery. I'm not doing open heart surgery, girl. I can say it again. I can say it again. But you get what I'm saying? You just have to take time and be okay and open to taking the time as you hold the vision for the life of your dreams. And again, with the Nine of Pentacles from the first part of your reading, it's going to be patient. Well, what was it? Maybe even hit the screen record. Maybe hit the screen record. I'll give you a little time. But you have the Judgment card in reverse, Page of Cups, Ace of Swords. This is just kind of telling me that, like, sometimes you get nervous and you try to retreat. This is interesting. It's like it's like you'll be presented with new information and new opportunities and new ways of operating, and then you'll kind of get shy. You'll kind of get nervous. You'll kind of get anxious. I had an acting professor that said all those energies are the same thing. It just depends on how you want to look at it. Like anxiousness is also excitement. Anxious is like you're afraid for the future, you know what I mean, or you're negative about the future. Whereas like excitement is like positive about the future, right? That's kind of what I'm getting. If you stay curious, if you stay optimistic, if you stay excited, if you stay connected to your inner child and your ability to explore, that's going to help, right? But if you start again poking holes in all the issues and none of the actions that you can take, you know what I mean? That's when you may retreat into these old patterns and these old habits. But that quote was, "It's not hard and it's not difficult. It just takes more. It's not hard. It's not difficult. It just requires more time, more patience, and more focus than you're willing to give up." Yeah. But again, with the yeah, okay. So to get to your emotional fulfillment, with the Nine of Cups and the Seven of Wands, you know what I mean? This is emotional maturity, emotional wisdom. You got to take the good with the bad, right? You got to take the loss, the grief, the upset, the failures with the joy, the pleasure, the excitement, the affirmations, the love, the celebration, right? You got to be willing to say that I'm going to fight. I'm going to step up to the plate and I'm going to come up to bat and swing it out of here. Swing, batter, 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 batter. Yes, Casey? Get you an oracle card. Who's hanging out with us tonight? After this, I have Precious. Get an oracle card for Precious, please. After this, we have Precious, but I think if nobody else wants a reading, I'll probably go to bed after Precious's reading. I'll do one or two more if anybody else would like them. You know, you got Creator Earth. Casey, this is so funny. And I know I don't need to shuffle these cards again because I just cleansed this deck. But you got Creator Earth. It's funny that you missed the collective reading because this was the oracle card that we pulled for the collective reading, right? Earth energy is grounded and rooted. And again, I was saying that like you need to connect with nature because like something about a green thumb or like nurturing plants is coming through. Especially now. If anything, honestly, my love, I would say like set the intention to like connect with nature for like the next week, especially by the end of this week if you can. You know, because with all the energies that we have going on in Taurus, Jupiter and Uranus moving into Taurus, and then we have that new moon in Taurus, I think on the 19th. Excuse me. It's going to be really good. It's going to be really helpful for you to manifest, like connecting to Earth, connecting to nature, connecting to this organic, luscious, luxurious type of energy that, excuse me, Truth Blurb Taurus brings about. Okay. Earth energy is grounded and rooted, and it is connected to our safety and our stability. It is the realm of our finances and generosity. It is the realm of family and connection. It is the material essence of the world. Comfort and nourishment are this element's gifts. How safe do you feel in your material world? What could you do to feel more nourished by it? Do you have the possessions that you need to survive? Does your safety net include a network of people whom you love? How grounded are you in the day to day? Earth energy gives us the security and peaceful surroundings, the vitality and strength found in nutritious meals, and the cheerful laughter found in community. Are you tapping into all of its power? Element of earth, dive deep. Try earthing. Go outside on the grass barefoot and ground yourself to the earth. This works just like grounding a wire would work. When your skin touches the earth, you will be grounded. If you hooked yourself up to an electronic device to test yourself, it would also agree. This physical grounding to the earth can dissipate energy blocks. It can calm emotions in the nervous system. It can bring balance. Go earthing and call in the element of earth to bring you a stronger foundation of safety, wealth, nourishment, and happiness. Find yourself in nature. Spend time doing a meditative walk in nature. Forest bathing is a thing. And then write in the dirt. Get your hands into the earth or grab a mud mask and start slathering it all over your body. And then write your wishes in the mud. You could even write your intentions down and then bury them beneath a growing plant. Enjoy the feeling of the earth in your hands as you play and ask the element to gift you a message or to vibrate the healing energies of the earth into your body, into your life, and into your heart. Getting closer to the mud will help you bring this earth energy to life for you. Yes, my love? Alrighty, Casey. I hope that helps, beautiful. Please thank our ancestors, spirit guides, and angels for allowing me to deliver these messages to you. Until next time, this is XO Mo. Moving right along. Hey, how are y'all doing? Are y'all still hanging out with me over on YouTube? If you are, drop me an emoji or a quick comment in the section. But now we're going to move on over to Precious. Precious may be my last reading. Again, unless anybody else would like to donate. Precious, what can I do for you? Do you have a specific question or would you just like a general reading? Oh, girl, probably not. We ain't completely out of Mercury retrograde yet. But let's see. Hello, ancestors, spirit guides, and angels. Thank you for delivering those messages over to Casey. Oh, okay. And then we have Michaela after this. We have Precious. Hello, Precious. Hello, Precious guides. My name is Mo. I'm here to align her with healing joy and the most authentic version of herself. Do you want to check into their name specifically? Oh, that was cute. It was very, very cute. What is Darnell? Okay. This boy flirting with me. See, this is why. I'm sorry, I just got a DM. I don't know. I don't know if he's flirting with me. I'm a sidetrack for a little bit. I don't know if this boy's flirting with me, but he be using these like little emojis. He be using these emojis that give flirting. He said, I peeped one of your live sessions the other night, And then it was like the little hot, like with the red face and the tongue out. Is that flirting? Yes or no? But this person is also like, they're also like super arty. So I don't know. We'll see. Well, let me get back into your reading. I go, girl. Okay. That's the thing. You need to stop flirting with me. They need to stop flirting with me. Okay. 'Cause they gotta- But let's see. Precious would like to know about Darnell. So is it hot? Is it steamy? Is it icy? Is it cold? Anything y'all want Precious to know about Darnell? I'm here to deliver. She said, thank you. I said that wrong. But y'all get what's going on. Okay. What's going on with Darnell and Precious? What is it? No, don't take him seriously. The first card, absolutely not. Again, girl, it was a Mercury retrograde. We're not out of the Mercury retrograde cycle quite yet. Should Precious take Darnell seriously? Thank you. No, girl. You don't even like him. You don't even like him like that. Precious. Every last card said no. Every last one. Every last one. Every last one. You have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. This is this is very much. It's not with the investment. It's just not going to bloom into anything. It's not going to bloom into anything. It's not going to grow. You have the Moon card and the Hangman both in reverse as well. This honestly feels like he's calling up old emotions. He's calling up old emotions that you maybe didn't completely let go of quite yet, Precious. But and even this hangman in reverse, it feels like acceptance. It's like that's the thing. Just because those feelings come back up, don't mean you got to give him another chance. It don't mean you got to talk to him again. Just because, like, if those feelings come back up, it's like that's human. It's human, to still have feelings and affection, for your exes. At least in my opinion, if they don't do you extremely dirty, if they don't like burn your house down, call you all types of stuff out your name, kick you out the house, cheat on you multiple times, if they really don't like dog you out like that, it makes sense to still have feelings. You know what I mean? For those feelings to still come up and for you to still hold and cherish some of them, right? But your guides are saying you can mess with them if you want to, but it's not going to create a new future. It's not going to create a new reality. It's not going to create a happily ever after, which is what you're looking for. It might be fun. Excuse me. It may be hot. It may be a little steamy. Okay. I'm not sure if you have to get a sneaky link, but, and it's funny. They're even saying that you don't have to make a decision right now. If he came back and you were talking to him, this is what you get to still talk to him. What I was saying about the Mercury retrograde, not with him, but again, I'm not a fortune teller. Not with Dornell. The happily ever after is always going to happen, in my opinion. If you put in the work, if you put in the effort, if you keep the faith. But again, I'm getting that you don't have to make a decision right now. Two of Swords in reverse, Three of Wands in reverse. If you like, again, like Mercury retrograde cycles are just tricky because now that like Mercury is out of retrograde, but it still has to go through the point. The way it works, it looks like it's moving backwards. So, like, if Mercury retrograde started right here and then she started moving backwards, right? And then she's out of retrograde. She's out of retrograde. She's been out of retrograde for 2 days, but she still gotta make it back to this point. You know what I mean? Until we truly like out of the woods and thinking clearly, right? Because all this got to happen again. This can happen like third times. Because like Mercury travel like this, and then we got to come back, and then we got to do it again. You see what I'm saying? So until you right here, don't feel pressured to make no decisions. Just continue to just like think and analyze and ponder and understand what was working, what was not working, and how has he changed and how has he not changed. What red flags are still there, right? I feel like I gave you an action plan on how to deal with him. Do you still want an action plan on how to deal with him? Or do you want a more concise action plan? Or do you want me to see what can make your happily ever after occur? What do you need to know and understand in order for you to manifest your happily ever after? What you want? Okay, gotcha. What can we do for Precious to ensure that her happily ever after occurs? Please and thank you. Are you a sneaky link type? Are you a sneaky link type? You get sneaky link. Hey Ann, how you doing, my love? I'm doing well. You can also say no comment. What is it that Princess needs to do to call in her? Yeah, like I was saying, I had a couple. Mhm. That's the thing. So there's something secretive. There's a number of things here, right? You have the Seven of Swords in reverse. This is about leaving information out. Sometimes this comes up with sneaky links, but you had the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck last time. Those two energies together definitely give me sneaky link energy. So take that with a grain of salt. But like the Seven of Swords is also about like leaving out information. And kind of what I'm getting, like this could be the sneaky link dynamic, right? But this could also be, I'm also getting that like, what is it? That when it comes to relationships, you don't express all your needs, wants, or desires. I feel like you may express your needs, but you may not express all of your desires because you don't want to come off needy. You don't want to come off high maintenance. You don't want to come off clingy or simping or like you doing too much, right? But you actually have all that information stocked and you be thinking about it. You may journal about it. You may fantasize and daydream about it, but you won't ever share that with the person you're talking to or you're dating or you're seriously engaged with, right? And these cards are just telling me that if that is what you truly desire, you've got to share that with the people that you're dating. If you don't share that with the people that you're dating, they're never going to know. Everybody's not a psychic like I am, right? Right? And the person who is meant for you, the person who is going to give you your happy ever after, they're not going to be intimidated by you sharing that information, right? They're not going to be put off. They're going to be like, oh wow, I love the way that she just tells me what I can do and I can do it and make her happy. They're actually going to be. I'm hearing turned on by the fact that you tell them what to do, and then they're going to be able to grab the new bag or to grab the cinnamon roll or to grab the muffins or the donuts. I don't know if you like sweets because this was coming through, or the cupcakes or whatever it is, or the box of chocolates and the roses, and bring it back to you and see the joy on your face. That's going to excite them. That's going to excite them because there are ways that you want to be treated. There are ways that you want to be celebrated. There are ways that you want to be given your flowers and loved, but you don't always bring that to the forefront. And that you got to let that go. Ask for what you deserve. And I get it, girl. Look, I get it because like Like, let me show you because I have a problem as well. Ask for what you need and deserve. Yeah, girl, I have to put the affirmation on my wall, and that's what you got to do. And then, like, what is it? Another seven. You have the Seven of Pentacles. Again, this is about analyzing, just like you said, what has been messing you up. What have you been doing? What have you not been doing? What have your partners been doing? What have your partners not been doing? How have y'all been collaborating? How have y'all not been collaborating? What works and what doesn't work? And then once you take stock of your relationships, what it is you want, need, and truly desire, that's going to give you some mesh information on how it is that you're going to proceed. Because, like, I don't know if you were putting a lot of effort. It doesn't feel like you were putting. I don't know how to explain this because, like I want part of me wants to say it feels like you were putting in a lot of effort into your relationships. It feels like you were putting like a lot more effort than you needed to when it came to your relationships, right? But but I don't think that's it. It just feels like you were carrying a lot. And again, there was a lot of information that you were carrying, and it became burdensome for you. And because you weren't sharing that information and releasing it from your soul and from your vibe, you know what I mean? You started to get weighed down, and you started to feel like, well, this isn't working, and this isn't operating. This is doing what I needed to do. For a while, you just need to make it plain for you, and make it plain for your partner, so that they can do something with that information, and then you can decide if it's not working or not. But what is it? Because ooh, girl, not they said you was manipulating. It's like because one or two things are coming through, right? Like either you would do certain things and expect a certain response, but again, you're not dating psychics. You're not dating psychics, right? So if you want somebody to do something after you've done something, you have to tell them. It was like there's just like all these bits and pieces of information that you would keep to yourself, and you would expect these things, and you would do certain behaviors expecting a certain response, but that just wasn't how it worked. That's just not how it works. If I didn't feel with them, I wouldn't share anything personal. Exactly. Exactly. And that's the thing. If you don't feel 100% personal, then you don't really need to be with them. Now, I will say that there's a double edged sword to that, right? If a man does not make you feel safe, or if a partner does not make you feel safe or comfortable, that's a sign. That's definitely a sign. However, we do have to step out of our comfort zones and be vulnerable to see if somebody has the capacity to make us feel safe, to see if somebody has the ability to make us feel safe, to see if somebody has, the emotional acumen, acuity, or skill set, to comfort us when we're feeling bad, right? So again, both things. You gotta share what you're feeling, but if they don't make you feel like if you could look at their behavior and tell that they're not gonna make you feel safe, then I wouldn't even bother. So the question then becomes, why are you bothering with men who don't make you feel safe? Or, you know, when are you going to share that information? Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, that's even the thing that's not a Pentacles in reverse feels like. It just feels like all the emotional work, it feels like the emotional support, they just, I'm not trying to read you, but yo guys, they just keep going and going and going. But like all the emotional work that you would get into a relationship to do, all of the emotional support you get into a relationship and you actually want and desire, you would get in relationships and just do it yourself. What kind of sense that makes? Okay, let me get you an oracle card. Can we get an oracle card for this, Precious, please and thank you? I'm almost been on for 2 hours. Oracle card for Precious. Super moon. Emotions are running high. Eating you up, girl. No crime. They'd be like, and another thing. I was like, okay, that's enough. Okay, not too much of my friend now. Emotions are running high, supermoon. This card suggests that the answer to whatever you're asking about is written large like the silvery full moon set against the velvety night sky. If you're wondering how successful something is going to be, such as a job or a relationship, the answer is very, or very not successful. Okay? To use common parlance, the answer to your question may well be that it's under your nose. This card is about being larger than life, being special and bursting with energy that you can tune into and work with. You can expect plenty of good things and a positive outcome when this card comes up, but you may find that there's a lot of emotion to deal with too. There's also a sense that the opportunities around whatever you're asking about don't come along every day. So take action. And this also feels like you need to be bigger. I know you said you were shy and soft, but I feel like you be shy and soft around other people, but you be turned up at home. You can let me know if I'm wrong or making shit up. But you be shy and soft around other people, but you be turned up at home. And yeah, the man that's right for you gonna be turned up with you, regardless of whatever station you're in. Attune to the moon. Success is close. I just must trust. And then additional meanings for this card. A resolution to your question is closer than you think. Don't ignore the obvious. Something exciting lies ahead. Make sure you don't blow events out of proportion. Speak to the goddess and ask for her assistance. And then the teaching. The supermoon is a new or full moon that takes place when the moon is at its closest point to the earth during its monthly orbit, or an event known as perigee. If it's a full moon, the moon appears around 14% bigger at this time. The moon is known as the queen of emotions. If you draw this supermoon card, regardless of when you do this, you can expect your feelings to be more highly charged. Yes, my love. Alrighty, beautiful. I hope this helps, Precious. Precious, please thank our ancestors, spirit guides, and angels. And until next time, this is Mel. I got two mini readings up next, and then I'm gonna hop off the line. Who we got? Yeah, we have my Kayla, and then we have Ann. My Kayla, let me know what we can do for you. And thank you, Ann. Thank you, my Kayla. I'm shuffling the oracle today. Hello, ancestors, spirit guides, and angels. Thank you for delivering those messages over to Precious. Not your. Now, why did they do that? Gotcha. Thank you, Ann. I'll pull that up. Hello, ancestors, spirit guides. I'm sick. Not they gave up on me. We have. Let me just grab this other phone. We have my Kayla here. My Kayla's looking for some general information. So any insight you would like to deliver over to my Kayla, I'm here to deliver. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. For my Kayla. This is a lot. Now, why do you think they gave up on you? Now, I feel like, here's the thing. I feel like I talked to you about this a lot, my Kayla. Oh, gotcha. Not cancel and find somebody else. Because all of this is giving me the same stuff. Because what I'm getting, Michaela, is again, it's like this hyperfixation or this fixation or this obsession maybe on the way things are supposed to be or the way you want them to be or maybe even a story or a narrative you were sold, right? Again, it very much feels like with the devil card in reverse and the three of wands, it's like you thought you were gonna go to college and it was gonna be like watching Grownish or Dear White People, you know, or any other television show with college students where they turn up, they party, they date, they have all the fun in the world, they be busting their walls down, they be turned up, right? And these cards are saying that, like, I'm getting the sense that you're a little frustrated because it's not that. You know what I mean? There's like, I'm getting that there are like people in relationships that you want to come through. And if you are getting any of that, you're only getting a small portion and a small fraction. And you like, well, what the fuck is this? Gotcha. Yeah, that's the Knight of Cups here. And you want it and you cherish it so bad. So bad. And I feel you. I feel you, girl. Mm-hmm. And what is it? Mm-hmm. Okay, so looking at this Nine of Swords in reverse and this Page of Wands in reverse, it feels like, either you're stressed or you're worried. Your stress or your worry keeps you from attracting. And it feels like you're finding emotional fulfillment in work, but you're not finding emotional fulfillment in work. Like you're tired of it. And I get you because that is something you want, but you know that's not all there is to life. You just know that that's not all there is to life. Hey, Mick, I'd accept a payment from you. What is all the girls doing at? Why is everybody at? What is everybody doing at? Where was everybody 2 hours ago when I did that collective reading? What is it? Can we give my girl some words of advice or some words of encouragement? Because I don't know if you feel encouraged, Michaela, but I don't. Because the only good thing here is that you're the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress card. Again, very feminine. You know your value. You know what you deserve. You know how to invest. It feels very attractive, but it's like, and not that, and it's not like you don't feel pretty. It's not that, but it's like you don't feel attractive. It's like you don't feel like you're pulling in the people and the connections that you're looking for. What is it that Michaela should focus on? What advice do we have for her? What can we let her know? Please help her out, girl. I feel like you be sick of me because I be telling you the same thing. You weren't here for the you weren't here for the collective reading, huh? If anybody wants to catch the collective reading, you'll be able to watch it on YouTube. They keep telling me the same thing. Thank you, Meg. Thank you. They keep telling me the same thing. Three of Swords, Chariot card in reverse. Again, that what you want isn't really what you want. What you're looking for isn't really what you're looking for. It's the facade. It's the idea. And I don't even know. This is just an example that's coming through. But you use the words to celebrate. You don't have anybody to celebrate with, but it's like, what do you really want to do to celebrate? Again, it feels like you want to go to college and turn up and maybe go get drinks on a Friday or Saturday night to celebrate. But they're just showing me that's not how you want to celebrate. You want to travel. You want to travel to celebrate. Or you want to go to a concert. And it feels like, girl, it just feels a lot more extravagant than what the people around you are able to do. And again, the strength card, they want you to trust. They want you to trust in the divine plan and that like everything that you want is coming to you. But the Six of Pentacles and Three of Pentacles in reverse, again, just the like, what is it? It's like you feel down because again, you don't have the connection around you that you're looking for, but they're saying that the connection that is around you is low quality. It's not high quality connection. And take this with a grain of salt. Is it not even like your family? Because this is what's coming to mind. Because I know you go to an Ivy League, and then I can't say that I used to work at Harvard, but I spent a lot of time at Harvard, and I spent a lot of time with Harvard and MIT. Most of them are sociopaths, right? Like they're so competitive, they're so self centered. And no tea, no shade, but I just remember like being in those environments felt like a little kooky. Because you're right, there wasn't no connection. They were really good at working. They were really good at working and getting work done. And I could even say that like maybe no, I was gonna lie and say that like when I completed like a project with the students I was working with and teaching at Harvard, that there would be some sense of joy, but there really wasn't. There really wasn't. You know what I mean? There's this always pushing, there's always grinding, there's always working. And you from the South, ain't you? You used to look more Southern hospitality. Like you get your work done, but you still like to have an iced tea and sit on the front porch and sit on a swing, right? But they just not giving that. Sweet tea, ain't it? I'm supposed to say sweet tea. I don't know what I'm talking about. You see, I'm from the West Coast. We're be hot. Okay. Yeah. But you get what I'm saying? That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting from you. I'm getting, and it don't even need to celebration because I get you want somebody to be proud and somebody to celebrate with. But again, I get like, I don't know, you just want to sit on the porch. You want to sit on the porch and chit chat and relax. And then somebody say, "You did a good job, girl." Again, you ain't got to go all out. You do not have to go all out, but you want, girl, that's good. I'm proud of you. And then the kiki about Chris, like you really do want something simple. You really do want something simple. But the people around you just aren't built for that. And your guides, like, they do not want you to take that to heart. They do not want you to take that as a false door because it's not. That's my love. Now, I don't know what you and your therapist was talking about, and I don't know if it's related to that at all. But I hope this helps, my love. Please thank our ancestors, spirit guides, and angels for allowing me to deliver these messages to you. Until next time, this is XOMO. And I'm proud of you, girl. You better go out there and get that degree, finish them papers, stunt on them hoes. You see, and that's how you know I'm tired. I start talking all reckless, like I'm not on TikTok. Okay, so we have Ann, and then we have Kayla. Nighty night. I'll holla. Okay, so what did Ann say? Yeah, bullshimmy. I don't even know how to say your last name. I'm not gonna try. Ooh, Byron. After then, now he's calling me and playing friend. Tonight at meeting, he said, "You're very cool." I said, "Yes, I." This is juicy. Hello, ancestors, spirit guides, and angels. Thank you for delivering those messages over to Kayla. We're now going to tap into Ann's energy. Ann would like to know, Ann would like to know, what is Byron's deal? What is Byron's issue? Oh, girl. He's feeling wounded by the past. Five of Wands, Six of Cups, Two of Cups in reverse, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This is so ghetto. Six of Wands in reverse. He's feeling wounded by the past. He's just feeling wounded. Like he got his feelings hurt. But now he want to act brand new. But like this, like, and now he's acting like a fool. That's what it is. Like, yes, very much that. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? My readings are currently closed. But if y'all follow me and hit the notification bell, you'll find out the next time I'm on TikTok Live. And I can maybe answer some of those 3 questions for you. Cool kid on top. Is that Bruce? That is Bruce. Bruce, how you been? Bruce, I miss you. Bruce, it's been so long. You could cry. Did your dad take your phone or something? But he's acting a fool. I'm sorry, Ann. He's acting a fool. He's acting exactly what you said. I love that you're getting your homework done. It's like, and it's because I want to say that he wants to act brand new. You know what I mean when I say that? And I feel like that's a cultural brand reference. It's like he want to act like he don't know what's up. He want to act like he's a different person. He wants to. He just starting to act out because he got tired of feeling the way he was feeling before. So now he's just kind of like lashing out. Okay, this is ghetto. Now should Anne reach out to him? Should Anne reach out to Byron to express how she's feeling? I don't know. Okay. I'm on electric guitar. I don't know. I think what I'm getting in is that like because you got the ten of cups and the ace of cups in reverse. Brit, Brit, do you have a question? I didn't realize that was you in my other chat room earlier. I couldn't see your excuse me, your icon. It was small. I'm so sorry, but I knew you was in the other room, and now it's just now clicking that you in the other room asking for a card or two. But anyway, ten of cups, ace of cups in reverse. That's the thing. It's like yes or no. This is a yes and a no. But Wheel of Fortune, four of cups in reverse. You know what I mean? Knight of Pentacles. This energetically, it feels like that they want you to set an intention. If you want to express yourself, what do you want to get out of it? Do you just want to express yourself? Because like it feels like it can turn into know you just dogging him out. And if you just want to dog him out, I'm not gonna say don't do it. But your guys really want you to focus on right expressing yourself to communicate how he's been making you feel, and then getting right, and then like seeing if he's willing to change his behavior, or if he sees your point of view, or to see like why he's been acting so differently. Right? It's either or. It's either or. But they like if you are gonna have a conversation, they just want you to have it with some intention for a card, right? Is he gonna call tonight? Is Byron gonna call tonight? Is Byron gonna call tonight? No. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Is Byron gonna call tonight? I think not. We got three no's and a yes. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Hermit card in reverse. Page of Cups in reverse, but then we got the Strength card. Yeah. But that's all I have for you, beautiful. And I hope this helps. And please thank our ancestors, spirit guides, and angels. And until next time, respect Samo. You're welcome, my love. I will talk to you later. Have a good night. Have a good night. Have a good night. And last but absolutely not least, we have Mick. Mick, what can I do for you, my love? I see you. Hello, ancestors, spirit guides, and angels. Thank you for delivering those messages over. And I'm gonna take a quick potty break. I've been on for 2 hours. I'll be right back. What is the warning message for me? Oh, okay. Okay. Good night, Ann. I appreciate your patience, Mick. Okay. Hello, ancestors, spirit guides, and angels. Okay. Now we're going to tap into Mick's energy. Hello, Mick's guides. Mick would like to know, are there any warning messages or anything you would like Mick to be aware of? What should Mick be watchful of? Please and thank you, please and thank you, please and thank you. I'm hearing like be mindful of staying in the same place for too long. Nick, you have the Two of Swords in reverse followed by the Fool card, which is just telling me that there's just some decisions, some things that you think about, something that you want to do, something that you want to relinquish, something that you want to let go of that you don't necessarily do. Like you just kind of sit on the information. I'm getting probably both, right? I'm getting a lot more mental than anything, but I wouldn't be surprised if this showed up in both areas of your life, right? Like I feel like I honestly feel like this is all encompassing, but you do have a lot of the queens here. You have the Empress, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. So this may be like emotionally, right? But Two of Swords in reverse, right? This is about like, I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know if I want to do that. But when this card is in reverse, it's like you've already done that process and you know what you want to do. You just haven't done it yet. You haven't started the new journey. You haven't jumped in. You haven't taken the leap of faith, right? Standing over like this edge. You haven't like balls to the wall. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to try it, right? Wheel of Fortune in reverse that keeps your will from moving. Death card in reverse. Again, this is the same thing. This is like there's an energy, a decision, there's a vibration that is no longer servicing you that you've already decided, again, I'm like they're telling me that you've already decided that we're cool on this. I'm good on that. I don't need that anymore. Right? But you just haven't like taken the leap of faith of like, okay, I'm gonna do something else in its place or try something new, or I'm not gonna do that thing anymore. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Page of Swords in reverse. This could be conversations. This could be conversations that you're trying to have around your career, your money, your finances, or the lifestyle that you want to build. Or like, again, if this is physically, this is like the goods you want to have. I'm not sure if you're tracking. Is this making sense? Empress card, Queen of Wands in reverse. Again, this might be the emotionally type of moment, right? Empress card, like attracting and calling in, being affectionate, emotional, nurturing, asking for what it is you deserve when it comes to your social life and the things that you would like to explore and do. Maybe even makeup. Have you decided that you wanted to like get a makeover or something? A lack of risk taking. There's a lack of risk taking. It just is kind of what it felt like. I don't know if you wanted to dye your hair a different color or I don't know, or like, okay, yeah. Yeah, that's what I was getting. I was like, there's some type of like glamour coming through that you haven't exactly settled into yet. And again, if you can do that before the end of this week, I would highly recommend it, especially if you can do it on the 19th, which I believe is the Taurus new moon. Doing glamour, any type of glamour ritual, anything like beauty, like aesthetic related during like Taurus or Libra season, it's going to be very helpful. And even if you don't make it by the end of this week, you still have plenty of time because Jupiter is going to be in the sign of Taurus, making those things bigger, making beauty, aesthetics, all things natural, good, wellness, health, stability, safety, comforts, It's just going to expanding them so that we have more energies and more opportunities to engage with those things, right? Can we get an action plan for me, please and thank you? I keep looking at this. They want me to look at it. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. Right. You're more lucky than you think you are, I'm hearing. Action plan for Mick, please and thank you. So what's going on with your household? Or the people you live with? I'm getting that if all these dreams and aspirations that you have, that maybe you don't want to share them with the people you're living with or your family members or maybe people in your neighborhood. I don't know, because there's just something here about these people sucking energy out of you or popping holes in your aspirations and hopes and dreams. It may not be intentionally, but with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, it's kind of like they've created a lifestyle where they've stopped themselves from being curious or trying new things or having fun and exploration and playing with their inner child. And then because they don't know any better. And because they don't know any better, you know what I mean? They kind of don't want to let you do any better. Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing, girl. What is it? I just made a video earlier about two things can suck at once. Right? Both options can suck. You wanting to, and this is what I'm getting, you want to leave the house. You not just leave the house, but girl, you want to leave your city. I hate this small town. I want to go to a big city. It's very much that. You know what I mean? But if you stay, it feels you have to give up on your dreams and aspirations and things that you desire. And that's the truth of it. You know what I mean? Right? Like if you stay home and take care of your mom, you may lose bits and pieces to your dreams and aspirations in a sense. But if you leave, you know what I mean? You don't want to leave your mom. Both options suck. Both of them suck, babes. You know what I mean? Let me end this. I'm gonna close this YouTube one. Ain't nobody in here on YouTube.